Why, hello there YouTube and welcome to a random review. I am Random Ross, and I thought with, Jurassic World Dominion around the corner, I thought it'd be time to revisit the classics and go over them again and review them. So I'm kicking it off with Jurassic Park. So this is directed by the legendary Steven Spielberg, based on the book of the same name by Michael Crichton, starring Sam Neill, Laura Dern, Jeff Goldblum, Richard Attenborough, Bob Peck, Martin Fario or something, B.D. Wong, and Samuel Jackson, with Wayne Knights, Joseph Mazzello or something, and Adrian Richards. So, of course, if you haven't seen this film, where the hell have you been living? This is an all-time classic. It defined the future of films with its visual effects, which I think are absolutely stunning and still hold up to this very day. I'm like well stoked that this was CGI in the early 90s, so I gotta get that out of the way first. And the dinosaurs are brilliant. Probably not as accurate as people used to think they were back then, because we've made different discoveries since then, but still outstanding. So basically, should know the story. Some archaeologists get invited to this island by John Hammond, who is this scientist billionaire guy played by Richard Attenborough, that invites archaeologist Dr. Alan Grant and Ellie, what's her name, and another doctor guy named Ian Malcolm, played by Jeff Goldblum, comes along with a lawyer as well, who wants to make sure their investments are spent right. And of course, they get invited to this island and get more than what they bargained for when they discover that the scientists here have cracked genetic codes and brought back dinosaurs from the dead. And they're all stoked and amazed by it at first, but then Jeff Goldblum's character Ian then starts to question, saying, "Yeah, you have the tools to to do if you could, but have you answered the question if you should?" And then he uses those famous quotes, "Life finds a way." And of course, it does backfire when one of the computer operator guys named Dennis, who was that fat guy, I can't remember his name, hacks the system, shuts the park down so he can steal embryos to sell to a rival company. Of course, he doesn't get very far, but of course in all that, the shot that the park's shut down, there's security systems, and the dinosaurs break out running amok. And of course we get the big T-Rex, we get the Velociraptors, we get a whole adventure out of this film too. So what did I like about this? Well, I've already told you I love the CGI and effects and the puppetry works. They're just so brilliant and for its time and still hold up, as I said already. I like the acting in this with our humans, Sam Neill, Jeff Goldblum and Laura Dern. And of course the great Richard Attenborough, who was also, good in this and also sees the error of his ways in this film when he finds that, the dinosaurs have broke out and they shouldn't be playing God. We also get the character Henry Wu, who plays a very minor role in this first movie, but he later comes back in the Jurassic World trilogy, so we do see him again. But at the time, he wasn't really thought of as just an extra scientist, but yeah, we do see him again, played by the same actor, who is it? Yeah, B.D. Wong. This also had Samuel Jackson in it too, who again, I wasn't familiar. It was the Star Wars sequel trilogy where I actually started to get more, notice of Samuel Jackson. But he's a big actor and has been in a lot of movies before that, the MCU and Star Wars. Yeah, he was an interesting character in this, playing Arnold, and he dies off screen. He gets eaten by the raptors. I also liked that there was some intense scenes in there, like, of course, the infamous T-Rex scene when the T-Rex breaks out of its cage and, just tries to eat the kids in the car. There were some dumb decisions made in that scene as well, which I'm like, oh no, don't do that, you're just going to attract it and that. And there are some dumb decisions made in that scene, but, I guess without that we wouldn't have the disaster elements. And of course, that T-Rex scene is probably the most remembered part of that movie. And I remember being a little kid, being scared at first, but now I look at it and I'm still amazed by it to this day with the groundbreaking effects and, just that fearsome badass dinosaur, which at the time was the king of the dinosaurs because we not discovered a bigger predator, before, at that time. And the T-Rex, of course, has gone on to be the franchise's mascot, appearing as the skeletal logo in the first two films and then the rest of the films, except for the third one. Yeah, we'll get to that. Of course, I love the whole kitchen scene with the raptors when the kids are, hiding from the raptors, and those dinosaurs are very clever and sneaky and very menacing. But, this is just one of Steven Spielberg's best films. I mean, Steven Spielberg's worked with, sharks, aliens, dinosaurs, even a horse. And like I say, Spielberg is one of Hollywood's best makers in films, and he did a great job directing this. So, yeah, it is a masterpiece. Nearly 3 decades later, 29 years later, this film is still holds up, and I think it's going to be loved and watched by generations yet to come still. So, Jurassic Park. Is there anything I didn't like? I can't think of anything I disliked about this movie. So, with all that being said, what the hell with it? I'm giving the first Jurassic Park movie a 5 out of 5. So, 5 out of 5 for Jurassic Park. So, there you go. There's my review on that one. So, have you seen it? Let me know all that down in the comments below. If you like this video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up, share with your friends. Feel free to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already and to hit that notification bell. All of my social media links are down below. I also have content for horror as well. If you love horror stuff, I do have a horror channel linked down below in the description. So yeah, be sure to check all that out. So yeah, I've been Random Ross. This has been a random review. And until next time, I bid you all a goodbye, friends. Goodbye.